So let's start with the Cowboys. What makes a great friend makes a lousy NFL owner. What makes a great friend, I want my friends to be fun, and I want them to be loyal. But what makes a good owner, not really into fun in New England. I like them bottom line, and I don't want them too loyal. Got to cut that guy. Can't pay that guy. Jerry Jones is a great friend. He's a bad owner, and he's gotten worse. Dallas is the only huge, iconic brand in American sports. I don't see them turning this around anytime soon. And iconic brands have two things going for them. Because they all take a downturn, right? They all take a downturn outside of Duke basketball. They all take a downturn. Is that they can either buy their way out of trouble because big brands have huge revenue, or they can attract people to get them out of trouble. Take the Lakers. They were bad for years and years and years and years, the last 5 with Kobe. But they were attractive. The brand was attractive to LeBron, who attracted AD. They won a title. Take the Yankees in 2007. They were just meh, but they had a lot of money, huge revenue. They bought CC, Sabathia, and Mark Teixeira. World Series. Ohio State football, Alabama football. Urban Meyer, Nick Saban backed up the Brinks truck. Little Rocky, things not going well. Iconic brands are fast healers. The Cowboys, though, are trapped because they have a great friend in Jerry Jones. He's emotional, and he's fun, and he's loyal, but he's not a good owner. In the last 2 days, you've watched Zeke play football and Derrick Henry. They're not close. The Titans paid Derrick Henry $51 million. The Cowboys pay Zeke $90, and they're locked into him for years because Jerry wanted to take care of him because Jerry's loyal. And Jerry paid Jalen Smith early, and he paid him too much. Why? Because he was supposed to be a top 10 pick, but Jerry felt loyalty, and he loved the story, and he got emotional, and he's a good friend, and he paid him early, and Jalen Smith now is kind of expensive. And he found Dak in the 4th round, and he loves Dak, and he's going to pay Dak a fortune, and Dak is good, but he's not $40 million good or $35 million good. And he hired Mike McCarthy, outdated, Jurassic, old, because he wouldn't challenge Jerry Jones. Ego. Dallas is all about ego and pride, about emotion. Jerry's a great friend. He is fun. He is loyal. He is emotional. He's not a good owner. You got good players getting huge money all over the place. And Jerry feels that loyalty, and he pays Zeke, and he pays Jalen Smith, just like C.D. Lamb. That was fun, Jerry. 1st round, Oklahoma kid. Big 12 country. Jerry's from Big 12 country. I'm going to buy him. Like Cowboy fans in Oklahoma, I'm going to get C.D. Lamb. Good player. That was fun, Jerry. That was fun, Jerry. They don't need a wide receiver. Good God, they can't get the ball to the ones they have. They needed a cornerback or a good safety or an offensive tackle because Tyron Smith coming into this year was no longer a 16-game player. New England's bottom line, emotion is weakness. Fun is viewed as silly. That's what I want from my owner. From my friend, I want fun and loyal. I've always said there's 4 positions in the NFL that matter. Owner, GM, coach, and quarterback. If you're an A to an A- to a B+, you're a Super Bowl team every year. Dallas isn't a B+ at best in any of them. The truth of this operation in Dallas, they should rip it down to the studs and start over. Outside a wide receiver, where are they great? Nowhere. They're old on the offensive line and now untalented. The defensive line's hit and miss. The secondary's bad. The coaching is bad. This is a rip it down to the studs operation. They haven't gotten to a conference championship in, 14, 15 years? There's like 7 teams in the league that haven't. The others are the Browns, Cincinnati, 25 years, my bad. 25 years. Haven't gotten to a conference championship. If you look at the other teams that haven't gotten to a conference championship in 25 years, it's the teams we make fun of. We roll our eyes at Cleveland and Cincinnati and Washington, Detroit and Buffalo and Miami. And that's what Dallas is. This is not a new thing. We make fun of those teams. It's time to rip it down to the studs and start over. But there's too much pride. There's too much fun. There's too much loyal. There's too much emotion. Jerry would be a great friend. Every year he holds camp in Los Angeles up in like Oxnard, and he hosts these parties, And they're legendary. Everybody gathers around Jerry, and he's smart, and he's funny. He's the great American storyteller. He's like Garrison Keillor with a cocktail. He just got all sorts of stuff to talk about. It's not what I want my owner to be. I want him to be bottom line. I don't want him to be emotional. I want him to be a really rich accountant. Sometimes I don't want him to pay guys I like. Say no, Zeke, we're not paying you 2 years early. Jalen Smith, I like you a lot, but I'm not paying you yet. Dak, here's a franchise tag. Bottom line, here's what it is. It's too bad. It's a great American brand. And they always heal faster than all other teams. They go get an Urban Meyer. They go get a LeBron James. They go get a great coach. They get a Nick Saban. I think this franchise is trapped. Don't let pride get in the way if you win the NFC East. It is an abysmal conference. This is a rebuild. Well, there was another game yesterday. It was on Fox. It was the good game. It was the game that was really fun to watch. First bad weather game in the NFL. Kansas City beat Buffalo. Here's what I love about the Chiefs. And we all love Patrick Mahomes. He's the greatest raw quarterback talent in the game. Awesome. Next 15 years. Can't wait to watch. But what I love about it is they didn't rely on him yesterday to win. A good quarterback should be used a little like salt. It makes everything better, but you can put too much salt on stuff. Josh Allen, the Bills now, their defense stinks. They're way, way reliant on Josh Allen in Buffalo. He was bad. They were bad. For years and years, Green Bay has been too reliant on Favre and too reliant on Aaron Rodgers. And when Aaron plays bad Sunday, the Packers get housed. When he played bad last year 2 or 3 times, they got housed. Patrick Mahomes yesterday was perfect. Andy Reid said 8, 9 times, go be special. 21 of 26 ran around, but the team ran over 45 times. I know fans want the Patrick Mahomes who faced Jared Goff, that Monday Night Football game, and 6 touchdown passes. It's unbelievable. But they lost that game. That game yesterday, good luck beating Kansas City. And Andy Reid, who, by the way, lesson learned in Philadelphia, often struggled to run the football, said, you know what? I'm going to add Le'Veon Bell to this. Last year, Kansas City, 23rd in rushing. This year, 6th, and they just added the still talented Le'Veon Bell. Quarterback should be a little like salt. Makes everything in the world better. Make a steak better. Make your eggs better. Makes everything better. You can put it, but you can douse your stuff in salt, and it takes away the taste. This team last night, yesterday, that is going to be tough to beat. That team can match up with Tennessee. That team can run at Baltimore. That team can match up with Cam in New England. That team matches up with Tom Brady and that defense. The other team is really fun to watch in Kansas City, but I don't think they'll be as good as what I saw yesterday and what we'll see with Le'Veon Bell going forward. Ask Mahomes to be special 8, 9 times, but don't solely rely on him to carry you from deficits. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.